There I am. I see a big giant head. I hear Mrs. Mustafa coughing in the background. So you can tell winter has come to Nebraska. Poor thing. She's cold. I put sweatpants on her, put a blanket on her, turned up the thermostat. Hopefully she'll get settled in soon. Let's see, we got epic adventuring music. I even had a Windows update last night, so I did a quick test stream before I went to bed just to make sure I had all the audio settings straightened out. I will double check those while we're getting started. La 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 la. There's that epic adventuring music. Bars look good. I think we're ready for Adventures After Dark. I'm playing Dardanissa. She's a high elf. She's a burglar. She is level 118 with a bullet. And I'm starting a little bit early tonight, mostly because I was ready to go. I've actually been playing a lot of Lotro this week and having a good time. And I just thought, you know what? Let's just go ahead and kick off the stream. No reason not to. Plus, that way, even if I get sleepy later and call it before I usually do, you guys will still get a full stream. I will give you extra value for your money, which is 0 because Lotro Stream is free. Alright, I was actually knocking out missions here in the Elder Slade earlier, and did them all. Gundabad, Eredluin, Breland, Erebor. Let's go do some Erebor dailies.
Long live King Thorin! Long live Durin Stonehelmson!
Take that, you dirty old blade beak digger. There's not one back there tonight. So one of the things I was working on is trying to finish up some crafting levels, and I made a bunch of Doomfold throwing hatchets. These things are kind of cool. They do like 2,400 to 30. I don't know. It's a couple of big numbers. Red on black's a little tough to read. Up to 3,900 damage per axe, so much better than the throwing dagger skill. Plus it gives me something to do with all of my Doomfold Skarn I've been hoarding. Goodbye, Mr. Caveclaw. Man, these things are cold. Hope they don't ice up after I open them. Oh, that's good though. The perfect temperature for a Coke Zero is to where it just creates a thin layer of slush on the top of it after you open it. Completed. Foe Slayer of the Karam Ubnar final. There might even be some Lotro points out of that. Let's see what we got for that. That was worth 10 Lotro points. I'll take them. I think I already did my task item turn-ins today. Let's confirm that. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Take that, you dirty old cave claw. And just kill this one too, because why not? I think that's the last of them. Nope, looks like there's one more, and he's a big one. Alright, dwarves are happy, we'll move on to the next one. I'll kill the sucker too. Die, cave claw scum! There we go. So, yeah, I have to admit, I didn't really want to go through all of Mordor again and again and again. Done it on a number of characters, and I'm just like, you know what? Maybe I'll just mission my way to level 120.
Hail, friend!
We'll call it a day. It's interesting, to get the return point to here, I need to be level 130, which is odd. It is what it is.
Gundabad will be ours once more. Long live King Thorin. Long live Durin Stonehelmson.
Defilers in the Dale say it isn't so. For tonight's snack, I have a very generously appointed bowl of Pringles Hot Ones Barbacoa. These are based on the Hot Ones Los Caliente Barbacoa hot sauce. They're fairly spicy. They're not as hot as the Los Caliente Verde. But they're quite tasty. They're barbecue with a nice kick of heat at the end. Right off the bat, I inhaled just a little bit of spice. Defile this. One. I have failed to burgle. I'm a disgrace to my profession. Whatever he's got brewing in that stew pot, he's pretty proud of it. See if he's got anything in his pockets. Ooh, a Superior Doomfold Aethelus Essence. Score. And he's got a knife in his back. What? How dare you interrupt me? Man. Alright, Pew Pews must die. I think I burgled something again. Oh, no, so that failed to burgle. Failed to burgle. Seems to me like the success rate for burgling is a lot lower in these instances than it is on landscape. Which is okay. Missions have other rewards, so... Like, one of the good things about running these missions is I'm not in Lingris in Mordor. Another good thing is I'm not in Udun in Mordor. So, yeah. I failed to burgle. I got another superior Doomfold Aethelus essence from that dude. So that's exciting or something. Mission complete. A Longbeard scout has arrived to escort you back to Akraz wherever. I don't know, it's a made-up name of some place. We ride for Akraz wherever, and for glory.
Gundabad will be ours once more.
So one of the things I keep having to remember is I have to wait for that list to repopulate before I can actually turn in. It's a server loading thing.
Gundabad will be ours once more.
I was doing these the other day and I'm like, why is it not popping up the first time I click it? It just took me a second to figure out. Server's still loading, take a breath. Enemies at the East Gate. We will choke our rivers with their dead. This is a nice straightforward mission. Your job? Go kill orcs. It's like, okay. I can do that. If you get to level 118 in Lord of the Rings Online, you know how to kill some orcs. You have gotten that far in the game. Killing a couple of orcs is something you can definitely handle at this point. There's 3 dead orcs right there. he's actually still looking the other way. Fair enough. Six dead orcs. Seven dead orcs. Singer checking in. Hello, Singer. This orc archer, he's gonna pay. And his little dog too. Come here, you. Pork nuts roasting on an open fire. Big head nipping at your nose. Winter finally landed. A week ago on Tuesday I was out fishing, and this Tuesday it was 26 degrees when I got up to drive Mrs. M. Definitely gets colder than that here, but the store has a tremendous will to live. There we go. That was a lot of work. Man, my caltrops are still on timeout? Why on earth do caltrops have such a cooldown on them? They hardly do anything. Note to self, order Standing Stone Games to reduce the cooldown timer on caltrops. I'm sure I'll get that done right after I have them install that mailbox I want in the nickel delving crafting area. Man, see, that's very annoying. There's no reason I should have been defeated there other than I just didn't have any of the attributes or any of the skills off of cooldown that I needed. I could have used caltrops, I could have used coup de grace on the boss. Just nothing was ready. It's annoying. Cooldowns are too long. Fix it. I have spoken. I have to run all the way back up these stairs. It's annoying. And everybody reset. So now you'll notice all of my abilities are reset except for the stupid caltrops, which are still on stupid cooldown. So We get that boss turned. Now I hit him with aim and coup de grace. It's a whole different ball game. Put him on timeout. Get to that healing potion a little faster. Alright, there we go. That was still annoying. One token. One token? Antler checking in, and you take cronies out first, then the big guy. That's why you wait before striking. If I have to wait on missions, then I get bored too easy.
Hail, friend.
That's the one thing I might have forgot to do, was actually get into my own voice chat. Oh, that's hilarious. I'll get into my own voice chat. There we go. Did I actually turn this in already? I must have.
What news do you bring?
Antler says if you're bored, there's always Mordor. Thank you, Antler. I appreciate that. Oh, this is a good one because I get to murder Ang Marim. Although one of the things I've learned about this particular instance is there's a bunch of dudes up at the top that you have to clear out so you can kill the final boss. So you may as well clear out the top first. If you're a burglar. If you're not a burglar, you're probably going to have to fight your way up here. Because your stealth probably isn't quite good enough to sneak up here. He's on fire. I will purge him of his fire. Okay, let's murder this one next. Failed to burgle. Deeply ashamed. Alright. Let's try this again. Come on, burgle something, baby. I failed to burgle. There is no lag. Ten of 10, blow the horn. He did not make it. And he will not be avenged. One token?
Gundabad will be ours once more. Hail, friend. Gundabad will be ours once more.
This next one's kind of funny because I don't fight monsters, I fight depression. I am like an SSRI to these dwarves. Tell me about your feelings. I just pull that depression right out of him and then slash it up with my sword and dagger. Tell me about your feelings, soldier. But once I beat the crap out of their despair, they feel a lot better. Who knew? All it takes to shake somebody out of their depression is a good beatdown. If they're a dwarf, anyway. And you don't know a whole lot about therapy. Tell me about your relationship with your mother. Let's discuss your childhood traumas. Dardanissa, Dwarf Therapist. That should be a secret title you can earn. They should add that to the game. Take a note, Standing Stone Games. Let's see what we figured out they need to do so far. Change the cooldown on Caltrops. Put a mailbox in the Mickle Delving crafting area. And add a secret title of Dwarf Therapist if you get through this particular mission 10 times. I think that seems fair. Can you point out on the doll where the hobgoblin touched you? You only think you're cured, you still need to keep paying me $300 an hour every week. Just until you die of old age. That was worth 2 tokens. Alright.
What do you want? What news do you bring? Gundabad will be ours once more.
I completed 10 of 10 missions.
Long live King Thorin.
Securing the Red Horn sucks. I'm going to skip that one.
Long live King Thorin. Long live Durin Stonehelmson.
Stout axe shrink indeed. Okay, let's see if I can eat one of these without coughing now. What am I doing here? Plant banners on defeated orcs. So first I came here and killed orcs, and now I'm going to come back and I'm going to kill orcs. I didn't really need to throw caltrops there, but I like throwing caltrops. You can see all the extra damage over time that's going up there. The caltrops make everything near you bleed. It's a happy thing. Although once they died, they quit bleeding quite so much, so that's a thing. And now I am level 119, so hooray for more expensive repair costs. Can't tell if this guy is just getting ready to field a ground ball. Come on and take your whooping, orcs. You smack across the face with the Mace of Justice will do you some good. Well, I think I switched out the mace for a club the other day. The mace did a little more damage, but this club has better attribute boosts on it, so I think I switched over to the club. And what fundamentally is the difference between a mace and a club? I don't know. A mace has pointy things on it? I don't really know. I don't think I remember to put... Yeah, I did put a banner on him. Okay. Crowd control. It's a wonderful thing. When he comes to, his friend is already dead, and I'm behind him stabbing him. How dare you interrupt me? Why did that other archer aggro too? That's just nuts. Well. Alright, well the good news is I think I'm done killing orcs. The bad news is I got me a lot of banners I gotta plant. So I dropped a bunch of bodies everywhere. Okay then. Where's my dwarf friend? There we go. Of course, the Longbeard Scout would have to appear right next to those two, so I have to kill even more orcs. I always think of a mace as having spikes while a club is blunt. Yeah. It's really semantics. Bob the Wizard checking in. Hello, Bob. Welcome. Step away for 5 minutes and I hear Ed talking therapy. What did I miss? Oh, I was doing the mission where you have to shake the despair away from the dwarves by whooping it.
Gundabad will be ours once more.
Ooh, Celebrant Essences. Nice. I've actually got anything good in here. That's something stupid. Spike tails, deadly claws, stone abraded skin, withered claws, stony skin, traveler steel bound loot box. Whenever you get one of these, you should immediately go to the Lotro store, buy a steel key. Opening these is basically how you win the game. They're very precious. You want to take full advantage of them whenever you can. Dwaro Gleam. Dwarf made sword sheaths, Doomfold essences, and I got some shattered axes to sell. I think I'm done grinding missions for tonight. Let's see if any of the fun bunch is on yet. It's almost my normal starting time. Zinger, what do you think the odds are of us being able to run the Abyss with 6 people? Tower says, am I part of the fun bunch? Absolutely. The server's Gladden, Antler, not Galadin. But I like your enthusiasm. I'm on Gladden tonight.
Have you a moment?
We ride for Trestlebridge. I'm also on Gladden, says Bob the Wizard.
I'm on Gladden too.
Well, I'm Gladden that you're Gladden. And hello, Forbin Kid. Gladden is one of the 15 best Lotro servers, Bob the Wizard.
What do you need?
Can't believe I let that stupid boss burn me down on that mission. That's just annoying. Alright, let's sell some junk. Anything Celibert can be sold. I think I have more of those to sell. So what is this thing? Urbo one-hand swords. Does 2/2 common damage. Is that like a gag? Spike tails. I did manage to collect a lot of hides. Shattered axes are vendor trash. Physical mitigation essence. And some scholar stuff.
Was there a verbal sword in the Jabberwocky?
I don't remember. Could be.
Or maybe it was a vorpal.
Singer says it's probably a cosmetic weapon.
No, it does too much damage.
Well, the last thing I need is trying to make inventory room for cosmetic weapons. Somebody really ought to get to Home Depot and start patching this place back together. Might be able to do something like Thickle Gundu, the 6-man Arid Mithrin. So that brings me to a point.
Greetings.
I went into Arid Mithrin, and there's the NPC on the road that you run into, and he gives you some quests. And I completed them, and you're supposed to go meet him in that camp. And you turn in the quests, and he disappears, and then nobody else in the camp had a quest for me. I was a little annoyed by that. Go back to Erebor.
Somebody there had a quest for me. I had to give him. He wanted some dragons killed, and I did that. And then he wanted 10 gold, which I haven't given him yet.
I guess there were some bounties in the camp.
Well, maybe it was one of those that I picked up. I was looking at them, wondering if I could get them.
Hello.
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 Forbin Kid, how is your Friday going?
Going pretty good, just like Thursday.
Well, good.
Just like I expect tomorrow. Do you know anything about the hide and seek going on tomorrow?
We are dwarves
How it
and the
works?
folk of Durin.
Yeah. I got an invite to that, and unfortunately it kicks off right about the same time the Husker game does. I'm supposed to meeting some buddies to go watch the game.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to lose.
Yeah, probably. Wisconsin's got our number. So nobody out here's got a quest ring.
What do you need?
Other than go talk to King Thorin the Third. Strongholds of the North, the Dwarf Holds. So I can go to Dom Goru. We ride for Dom Goru. And for glory. So somewhere I was supposed to pick up a quest to head this way, and I never found the quest, so I headed this way anyway. Found some quests, and then the quest chain stopped, and it was like, okay. Willy Billy Silly says, for all the books. Yeah, I generally track them down eventually. When we were doing the group content in Mordor, I think we were pretty good about making sure we collected most of the pages. And this is pretty lovely scenery out here. It's at least a pleasant place to adventure.
Yeah, I did. I actually was out there on. I've been out there on my level 140 lore master, and I like it out there.
Well, it also doesn't hurt that I've been collecting Ironfold Skarn. So, I did quite a bit of work on crafting this week. I went out and got the rest of the Anorian Skarn I needed to finish Anorian Prospector Master. And then I had plenty of Doomfold Skarn put away, so I finished that up. And then I went and did the same thing in weaponsmithing. But I'm still a little bit short on Jeweler, so not too far off. I'll get
One thing I
that wrapped up.
I don't like about Anorian Skarn that they have crafting instances for every single like resource past past what is it, level 85?
Uh-huh.
But they do not have Arnorian instances. So kind of annoying, but because it goes and because it goes you have the it goes up to 95, which is the Entwood stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The ease of finger, and then it skips over to level 115, the plateau of Gorgoroth. And those are allegiance locks too.
Well, there's plenty of Anorian Skarn out in North Athelion. Plus, it gives me a chance to pick flowers, so that's where I collected my Skarn. I don't need the flowers on this character, but maybe I'll have another character up and coming that can use the North Athelion armor.
I do like the Minas Morgul instances, though.
Yep. Looking forward to those. I actually sneaked out to Minas Morgul, and I'm just a little bit under level still.
Oof.
The early monsters were still conning red to me. They're about 5 levels higher, so...
Wait until you start going into the fortress. That'll really put a hamper on things.
Well, it doesn't help that undead are basically a major annoyance to burglars. You can't sneak up on them, which negates most of my DPS ability. Do you get LP from it? From collecting the pages? I don't know. It's a good question. I think...
I'd say no, just offhand.
No, it looks like it's just a reputation boost. So I suppose indirectly, if you get all the pages, you get reputation, and then the reputation boost will get you Lotro points.
Looking at the Lots of Lore, the Morgul Vale, and Mordor the Siege, it looks like you do get Lotro points for completing that.
Okay. So I came out here, and the only thing they had for me after I did the quest turn-ins were these bounty boards.
I have in the way of the dwarves.
There is for completing the whole Lost Lore of Mordor deed, by completing the 8 quests for Lost Lore, you do get 5 Lotro points.
That sounds like a bit of work.
Hello, Arthur.
Yep, that's a hard 5 Lotro points.
Alright, I just picked me up 6 new bounties. Who wants to go bounty hunting?
I can pick them up too.
Alright.
Edition 10. Well, there's 5 of them.
I thought there were 3 per board.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Or I'm
okay.
bad at math. Could be both.
Yeah, I'm on the wrong. I was on the task board
Okay.
looking at the wrong quest.
The task board is
Stay away.
never wrong.
Task board is always wrong.
The task board is like the sea, it's always right.
Exactly.
Oh, we got mini Slayer deeds from the task force.
Willy Billy Silly, getting all of the missing pages that you didn't happen across when you were adventuring. That's sort of a I'm at home sick with the flu and have nothing to do all day kind of cleanup. Or it's snowing and the wife's asleep and there's nothing on TV kind of day.
Speaking of which, it's Thanksgiving next week.
You don't say.
I'm actually excited of trilling it up next week.
Okay. Man, I wish I had another Coke Zero. Oh, look here.
I'm drinking a half liter of it right now.
Did you say there's 3 bounty boards? I got
Nope,
2.
there's 3 per board on the 2 boards.
On the 2. Okay. So you didn't get in the way of dwarfs from this guy here?
Nope.
I wonder why I got it.
Because
It's a continuation of a
the
previous quest.
Right. It's the convoluted Arid Mithrin, Ironfold, etc., etc., etc. There's this that unlocks that unlocks the other thing. Ugh.
Okay.
I can't wait.
So apparently you're further along than we are, and whatever, intricate quest sequences involved here.
Alright, I'm going to send Loon Bear one more invite, and if he doesn't respond, we'll assume he doesn't want to hang out with us.
We're too cool for having a bear. Oh, who is that?
Singer.
Oh.
But, I mean, he might be in another area. He's only 111, so he might not want to come out here. I don't know.
Did you have
Ponton
somebody
checking in.
fight?
Hello, Ponton. Did I what?
Zinger, let your bear out to play.
I was logging in, and I think you invited me as I was logging in.
Yeah, I think so.
And then it didn't show up when I got in, even though it was been about 15 seconds.
Do you need the bear?
Yeah, just doing some stuff on my guard. If you need my bear, let me know. Oh, we're just going to do these landscape bounties just for something to do. You're welcome to join if you wanted to, but if you're doing other stuff, don't worry about it.
And if I should
I've
pop
never
player
done
D
these.
Doubler,
Okay, well, good.
since we're out there.
I think it's just go kill 10 of something and find the boss and kill it.
All right, so what are we killing here? Hawks, worms, lath bears, wood trolls, wolves, and rams. Basically everything.
Yeah. Except for deer, and the only thing I've seen since we left the camp is deer. There's a hawk.
One.
It's good work.
I did it on the horse.
Nice.
The fight was good.
We need wolves. Yes, we need wolves.
Especially wolves.
Everything except deer.
We need rams. I got a ram and a hawk. I think we got spread out already, though.
We need football teams, the Rams and the Hawks.
Nebraska just beat Creighton in basketball tonight.
Well, that's not good. Creighton's my alma mater. Don't be rooting
Creighton?
against the Blue Jays, yeah.
Well, that was in men's basketball. I don't know about the. I think they had a women's game too tonight.
How does a Wolverine count as a wolf here?
Nope.
Nope.
It's just a creature. There's a general beast slayer deed.
Looks like we got women's basketball beat Creighton women's basketball defeated Nebraska, and then the men's basketball defeated Creighton.
Okay. Pont is eating a slice of pecan pie. That sounds delicious. And bad for you.
That's what makes it
I
delicious.
like lemon meringue.
Yep.
There's another football team, the Rams.
Yep.
Now we just need to name some professional football teams, the Worms and the Laugh Bears.
Well, Laugh Bears are bears, so that kind of counts.
Go
And
Worms.
I think there was a... Why do I want to say Barcelona Dragons? Wasn't there a European Football League, an NFL league over there at one point? What am I thinking of?
Talking about the UFL.
I don't remember.
Barcelona Dragons were an American football team that was part of the World League of American Football and later resurrected NFL Europe.
There you go.
They closed in 2003.
Still, that's pretty good for pulling that out of my butt. Barcelona Dragons.
The Laugh Bears.
Lots of good targets over here.
Yeah, we just had to cross the street.
Why did the Locho characters cross the road?
To kill everything.
I see a white tree.
Everything must die.
We must be in Gondor.
All for the luxurious, all for the great one.
Yeah, that's a dead end, I think.
I will continue murdering the Skarn deposits. Might be, but it is tasty.
I'll get the branches.
Donnie said, did anybody talk about me? Everybody's talking about you, Donnie. You are a celebrity.
You are on everyone's lips.
10 for the Hawks for me.
That was my first wolf.
One.
Yeah.
One.
One.
I think we need worms. 4 points.
Turns out we don't even have to kill them. Just take ivermectin and they go away on their own.
I hear ivermectin's a cure for anything these days.
What's that? Ivermectin?
Yep.
How about depression?
More hawks.
Depression doesn't exist. Just be happy.
Don't Worry, Be Happy was the #1 song. Damn it if I say it right here.
My God, they played that all throughout when I was in high school.
Garther, you with us?
I think we're wandering.
Oh, you're pretty close. Okay.
I just killed some worms.
Excellent.
Rabbit count?
Rabbits count as what? Worms? They're really, really small lath bears.
I think Donnie's saying he'll give you a call tomorrow. He might give you a call tomorrow and show you his trophy.
Awesome. I'll look forward to seeing your trophy. Honorable mention, runner-up participation. I think that's terrific, Donnie. Congratulations.
Where the heck are the wood trolls?
In the woods.
Playing with the hobbits.
Where the bears are, you know.
Yeah. I'm at 10 of 10 on Rams.
I'm done with Rams too. And about to finish up on Lath Bears.
Okay. Yeah, I think our next bear will be my 10th also. Thank you. I still need a bunch of wolves for some reason, so...
Yeah, I need a lot of wolves too, and we haven't seen any wood trolls yet, as far as I know.
They're a little further up.
Oh, right, they're in the... Yeah, they're in the Thornholt. Of course.
Yeah. Where you at, you dirty old wolf? Come take your whooping.
Well, we also have to find the bosses.
Yeah.
And we have to fight the lag.
There is no lag. There is no lag. There is no lag. There is no lag. We good on worms?
Yep.
We'll kill him anyway. There's a
Wolves.
separate Slayer dude.
Wolves and wood trolls.
I just don't want Forbin Kid getting bored. Champion's got a shing after all.
Remember, Agron, let your stream be classy.
Oh, here's the boss. Oh, no, it's not. For some reason, this looked bigger than all the other bears.
Maybe he's just smarter than the average
Smarter
bear.
than your average?
Donnie Zinger says, I'll also be excited to see your trophy PC. Man, I'm jonesing. Somebody out there somewhere's got to need a computer for me to build.
I found a wolf, but you guys are too far away.
Where are you?
I'll try to pull it.
No, we're coming to you. Okay, you should be able to kill it now.
Got it.
Yep. It's like the deer ate all of the wolves or something.
Oh, the rabbits did.
And the
That was
stupid bears
nice,
are
too.
everywhere. There's a Slayer deed for the bears, too.
Yeah, the sneaky wolves are hanging out one at a time on the edges, it seems. They're lone wolves.
Well, if you see anybody dressed up like grandma, go ahead and kill it. It's probably a wolf. There you go.
So I saw earlier this week that Akira Toriyama is going to be put into the Hall of Fame.
Okay. You want to share who that is?
He's an anime creator.
And what Hall of Fame is he going into, since you're just blathering random stuff?
I haven't really looked into it yet.
Okay.
Well, since we're speaking of random stuff, apparently it's not good right now to be a former Bee Gees drummer. 2 former Bee Gees drummers died within a few days of each other.
You think it's like a Sarah Connor situation? Robots are coming from the future and murdering them all?
I guess.
The only thing the machines knew was that he used to be a drummer in the Bee Gees. So they sent the Terminators back through time.
Who said disco isn't dead?
I've got respect for the Bee Gees. Do you know how tight their pants had to be in order for Barry to hit those high notes? That's impressive stuff. That's truly suffering for the sake of your art. There's an old Dave Chappelle sketch where he's like being questioned for jury selection, and one of the attorneys asks him something, and he goes, "So, some people think cucumbers taste better pickled." That was kind of my reaction to Antler's statement about whoever was nominated for what Hall of Fame.
Sorry, and I did look that up.
It was just so random. I was like, yeah, and some people think cucumbers taste better pickled. It's like, what are we talking about?
So Akira, and apparently this had already happened. Akira Toriyama was inducted to the Harvey Awards Hall of Fame on October 18th, 2024.
Okay.
At the New York Comic Con. He
All
was
right.
one of 5 comic creators to receive this honor.
Was there anybody that we might have heard of who got nominated?
I didn't even know that there was even I didn't even know this kind of Hall of Fame even existed until now.
Yeah, there's a lot of this industry award stuff, and a lot of it's pay to play. It's like, oh yeah, you want to get an award? Yeah, just submit your entry along with this entry fee of $180, and We'll see if you win an award.
Non-refundable.
Yeah. There's a podcast I was listening to that was making fun of some of the podcast awards that are out there. It's like, why aren't we getting awards? Because we haven't been paying the entry fees. Oh, yeah. I don't have any specific knowledge, but I've heard that those J.D. Power Awards can be purchased in a similar manner.
Eight of 10.
I don't know if this is a name you're probably familiar with. Arthur Adams. He was responsible for involving in the Uncanny X-Men comics.
Okay.
He was inducted in the Harvey Award Hall of Fame.
Well, I did collect X-Men comics as a young man. Collectibles are kind of a funny thing. When I got to college, I sold my comic book collection, and I remember thinking I was going to regret it. And about 5 years later, I went and looked up the value of most of my prized possessions, and they had all plummeted in value. And what ended up happening was I think everybody my age sold off their comic collection at the same time. And then the younger kids didn't want to collect the same stuff that we had collected. They wanted to collect their own newer stuff and didn't care about what we read as kids. So I ended up selling at just the right time. So yeah, if your mom threw out your baseball cards, don't lose any sleep over it.
It's the Nebraska effect. Like Warren Buffett has rubbed off on you.
Does Warren talk about collectibles not being good investments?
Someone always does it at the right time. If it's not the seller, it's the buyer.
Yeah. I think we might be out of wolves. I need 2 more wolves, and I haven't seen a wolf in a while. I'll check underneath the Scarn deposit for wolves. Donnie says, hey guys, I'm going to bed. I got to you sometime tomorrow. All right, Donnie, have a good night, buddy. Donnie says, pick me the last couple computer, and then I will be on with you. Okay.
Sounds
The
like a
song
threat.
Don't Worry, Be Happy was selected for preservation in the Library of Congress. The shame of that song is Bobby McFerrin actually recorded a lot of good stuff, and that's the only song he's known for. I remember when Lou Reed passed away, and all the news reports, it was like, and he wrote Walk on the Wild Side. And it was like, if that's the only thing you know Lou Reed for, you don't know Lou Reed.
Exactly. You know, his main claim to fame was that he was married to Laurie Anderson.
I didn't even know that. Actually, you know what's funny is I was thinking about Laurie Anderson the other day and how she fell off the planet. I haven't heard her. You're the first person to mention her name in 30 years. I haven't seen or heard anything of Laurie Anderson in so long.
It's one of the few live concerts I've ever been to. I'm not much of a concert-going person, but she was in town, and she just had she was so ahead of her time. She had this multimedia thing with this giant screen, and she was playing a piece of tape on a violin and all this stuff. It's like just amazing. She also tried out some new stuff that eventually ended up on a future album. But she was like testing it out with the audience. She would actually come out like off the stage and turn off the big screen. She'd say, hey, I want you to tell me what you think of this. And then she would play a little piece, and a lot of that stuff ended up on some of her later albums.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Masonic Temple in Detroit. An interesting venue.
Nice. Ponton doesn't know who Laurie Anderson is.
I'm trying to think what her biggest hit was. Well, she was a performance artist that never really intended to be a mainstream music recording artist, but she was talked into it. And she had some amazing albums, but they were really like cutting edge. She tried to be mainstream, but then I think she eventually just said, you know what, this mainstream stuff, I can't do it anymore. And she went back to performance art, I think.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't know I ever heard any of her music. I just remember her album showing up on like the Columbia House Records and Tapes list. Somebody was buying her stuff though, or it wouldn't have been on the list.
Yep.
That's how old I am. I remember record clubs. In fact, there was a great one I used to belong to called the Musical Heritage Society. It was mostly classical music, but every once in a while they'd put out some real gems. One month the featured disc was Sacred Music of the Diamond Realm, and it was Tibetan monk music. And I got a Gregorian chant CD, and I got the complete organ works of Thomas Arnay. It was a 2 CD set, and I was listening to it, and I liked it. And I'm like, oh, I wonder what else he has out. And I went to look it up, and there used to be a master catalog of every CD that had been published, and that was literally the only CD published at the time of any of his works that had been recorded. I'm like, oh, I guess I've got his complete collection already. I'm good.
Yeah.
But,
I'm done.
yeah, look at me go.
Well, I would suggest that we go to the Thornholt because we need to go there anyway for wood trolls, and I think there's a bunch of wolves there.
Okay. We ride for the
And the boss-
Thornholt.
And the boss is probably there too.
Yeah, I've 8 to 10 wolves.
Oh, Pot and Finberry says, that's old. I didn't mean Anderson. I meant the Hall of Fame guy. That was random. Yeah, Antler likes to participate in the conversation by occasionally just reading something and spouting it out loud. Sometimes it's germane to the conversation, and other times it's just Antler being Antler. It's all right. We're glad he hangs out with us. I'm just going to put one of you guys on follow.
And we'll go get his Coke Zero.
I've got mine. I'm good.
I don't know where we're headed.
That's why I was going to put...
okay, over the...
Well, I'm killing wood trolls.
here.
If you come to my position, there's lots of them.
You've suddenly disappeared off of my mini-map. I see Forbin
There's
Kid,
also-
but not you.
Here,
There's also wolves
West-
for those.
west of us, I believe.
All right.
Yes.
We ride for the west, and for glory, and for the Scarn
South of
deposit.
Scarhold.
Okay. Did you interrupt me picking up Scarn? You will die.
Why do you interrupt me?
Exactly. I'll put up with a lot, but not interfering with Scarn collection or fishing. I popped in to say hi to Druid's Fire this afternoon, and she mentioned that Cord got caught with his fishing pole in his hand. When something,
Yeah. No,
went
he
into
was in
combat.
his birding.
Oh, birding,
his
that's
birding
what it
outfit.
was. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I've got the boss. I've got the boss for the wood trolls.
He has a solution for that.
Well, that's great. Hopefully we'll be in the same zip code as you sometime soon. I don't know if I'm going towards you or towards Forbin Kid. Okay.
I'm behind you now.
All right.
I'm-
I'm headed to him. He's southwest of us. I just have to put my blinders on and ignore any more Scarn that pops up. Otherwise, it'll take me 45 minutes to reach Salinity here. You're up the hill, I take it?
Somewhat, yeah.
I just
Yeah,
got
we're the
reduced to I just got reduced awareness in the North Downs.
Yep.
Okay.
I got it earlier too. It's a gladonite.
Okay, and in all fairness, the Skarn deposit was directly on the way to you. So much so it was kind of blocking my path, so I had to clean it up.
Skarn Slayer. Oh, I see you bought some friends, Forbin Kid.
How many times have I told you never bring your friends to the party?
Okay, we had to kill the boss. He was... Oh, there you are.
Yeah, we're here. That Forbin kid was right behind me, too.
All right.
I got stuck in a
Oh, shoot.
wrong side of a boulder here.
Well, he got aggroed. We kind of had to fight him.
All right, now you can see most of the bosses. Where they are.
Alright, well, I could use probably 9 more wood trolls, so keep hacking and slashing.
Well,
Oh, there's a wolf. Come here, wolf. I got something for you.
Yeah, right by you without seeing you.
Alright, now I'm at 10 of 10 on wolves. I'm good. We can quit picking on wolves. Except they probably still count for a slayer deed, so feel free to kill indiscriminately. Oh, he created the Dragon Ball series. That was after my time. I never watched Dragon Ball.
My last wolf, I think.
You get on wolves, Forbin kid?
I'm good on wolves.
Okay.
I'm no good on a horse.
Well, Arthur was kind enough to clear out all the wood trolls right before we got here, so
I've
it's
got
taking a little
one or
time.
two.
They looked at me funny.
I know. It wasn't your fault. You're a victim. I think the deer ate the wood trolls. Here's one.
There's some down here.
Forbin kid just did his Bacchus imitation. I was lining up on a stealth attack, and he just came rushing in and aggroed the guy I was getting ready to pop.
Yeah, I knew you couldn't. I knew you couldn't pickpocket them. So,
You're not wrong.
although I can get branches off the ground, but not from the wood trolls.
A champion with woodworking? Really?
I have all the gathering skills.
Okay.
Stay-at-home crafters.
I don't know how I should take that.
Galadriel, my original champion on Arkenstone, my beta character. I made her a tinkerer, because I like the idea of a fierce elf warrior princess riding into battle covered with bedazzling jewelry from head to toe. Not only did she kick orc ass, but she looked fabulous doing it.
My dwarf guardian tank character is a scholar, so I can just imagine him after, you know, tanking some fearsome boss, going back and, okay, I'm just going to do some research now. Where's a study?
I always thought Scholar was a good pick for burglars, actually, because you get weaponsmithing, and it kind of gave the character kind of a Tomb Raider vibe. I'm going to research the ancient Chinese secrets I need to make my laundry look extra fresh. Or, you know, whatever scholars study.
They chronicle past anime award winners.
So what was Dragon Ball Z ever about? Give me a plot synopsis in a nutshell.
Basically, just guys fighting.
Sounds deep.
He did it again!
It's like Bacchus never left.
Here's one. I'll point to him.
Tower says it's about a fight that you'll find out how it finishes next episode.
And it's also about who can yell the loudest.
I have 6 or 10 of those guys.
Is Dragon Ball Z where over 9 comes from?
Yep.
Or was that something else?
Yep,
Okay.
that I think
More up
that's
the
where
hill.
that's where it came from.
Alright, that is my 10th wood troll.
My
And we already killed the boss. So
Oh, apparently once you get the boss, you can just go ahead and finish the quest, so that's handy.
Dragon Ball was actually one of the few animated series back in the 90s that had multiple dubs when it airing in the US.
Do we want to start writing out for bosses? Is that what we're doing?
Yep.
I need
Head
one more
back east.
troll here.
Oh,
Alright.
one more troll. One more troll.
My nearest circle is pointing towards Gristfell. Gristfell? I don't know. I don't have my old man glasses on. Reading is hard.
Gristle fell, I think.
There you go. We ride for Gristlefell and for glory. And for Gristle.
Did you get your last troll?
No.
Yeah.
I've got one right by me in
this.
this gap. If you come to me, I'm literally on top of a Tarog Elder right now. Oh, he detected my clever disguise. I will hips and wait for you all in place.
Are you up high or down low here?
I came down. I'm in a rocky canyon. Looking at this dirty old wood troll. I was laughing. Margon said, "Whoa, when did Brad Pitt start hosting Lotro streams?" Margon, this is after a session in Fight Club. Thank you, Zinger. I look beat up all the time thanks to Mrs. M.
Here we go.
While we're in the neighborhood, I'm going to go and tag the stable master.
I really should give a warning because of the beard filling in so nicely. There's going to be a lot of viewers out there who, as soon as they see me, they're going to feel immensely attracted to me. It's completely understandable. It doesn't matter if you're gay, straight, bi-curious, male, female. I just look incredibly attractive right now because of the beard. But you just have to take a breath, understand that I am spoken for, and that Mrs. M will kill or maim people to keep me. Because she spent a lot of time getting me broken in and does not want to start over with a new husband. So just, you're going to have to let go of it and just move on. Okay, I might be overestimating how good the beard looks, but, you know. A girl can dream, can't she?
Zinger, I don't know if that's a comment you want to make on Lotro string.
What about sitting on my lap and telling me what they want for Christmas? It's the holidays. It's perfectly fine.
I'm honored tradition.
Yeah.
Well, while we're in the neighborhood, why don't we just discover Stormwall?
With iron fists and hammer strong, they rule the realm of storied song, the glittering mines and glimmering hall. The peerless crowd.
Oh, there was a hawk and a drake fighting. Nice. I always like it when you come across two creatures fighting each other in the wilderness. It's like, should I break this up? Should I place bets? What am I doing here?
You're placing bets.
Ooh, Scarn deposit. Margon says, I always look forward to winter just because of your beard. Seems a bit early this year, not that I'm complaining. I usually start at about the same time every year. It just, I agree though. I feel like it's kind of filled in faster than usual. I don't know. Okay, how do we get up there?
Around to the west, if I recall.
Take that, you dirty old drake. Zinger says, pretty soon you'll be full Letterman. Yeah, that could be.
getting in from this side, but there might be a path.
Nope, this dead. Yeah, maybe it doesn't dead end. Looks like this curves around. See if we can get up here.
Gotta go east to go west. No,
No, this looks like it dead ends up here. At least we can view the landscape.
How's your jumping?
Not that good. I don't think Evil Knievel could make this jump.
Well, I see where we're headed.
Yeah.
Nice view.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I still don't see a definite path. Or is it that crack down there below? Maybe we didn't need to come up here. Maybe we were already on the right path. Let's see if this is a fatal jump.
Maybe.
Nope, that was survivable. I had to come this way though, because Skarn.
Land on the scarn, it's soft.
Ooh, a Duero Gleam shard.
Oh, worth the jump, I guess.
Let's take the low path and see where it leads. Take that, you dirty old cold Drake.
Heading west and around.
This seems like a long and winding road.
Long as it winds to the front door.
I'm hoping.
Isn't that a song?
Yes. It was by this group that Paul McCartney was in before he joined Wings. Arid Mithrin Beast Slayer Advanced is complete. New deed, Slayer of the Dwarfholds.
I just completed Orc Slayer of the North Downs.
Nice. That's almost exactly the same thing.
Valor skill is high enough to grab stuff here.
We ride for storm walls and for glory. Quest action, crafts of old, and trusted tools.
You're a trusted tool.
Paul McCartney and the Riddlers, love that band. I have seen Paul McCartney live in concert in Ames, Iowa. Saw Bob Dylan, seen Eric Clapton live, Seen the Stones live 4 times and Keith Richards live solo once. That was a great show. First concert I ever saw was the Kinks. I've seen Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. I've seen Yes. Freelancer and I love to talk about this stuff for hours on end. He's seen more concerts than I could ever possibly count.
Hello,
So.
Gus.
There's Bacchus. Hi, Bacchus. I was yelling at Forbin Kid for doing his Bacchus imitation earlier. I kept stealthing and trying to sneak up on stuff, and then all of a sudden he'd just come running in from off to the side and just start aggroing everything. I said, why are you doing your Bacchus imitation? I'm by a scholarly crafting node at the moment. If anybody cares.
I have enough universal crafting ingredients that I'd hardly need to pick these things up. I can probably get to level 150 just by crafting them.
Nice.
Ed, you're probably gonna be mad, but what made me think of that song was Sheryl Crow.
Wow. Still, it was brave of you to admit that, Antler. Uh-oh, I could actually go through that door. I was not expecting that. I will come back out. Alright, well, we've definitely discovered storm walls. I think I discovered smog.
It's actually Smog's sister. Or his next door neighbor or something.
Did we ever successfully identify Smog's gender? I don't know that Smog was ever male or female. Smog was only Smog. One of you people who knows something, fact check me on that. Was Smog ever identified as male or female?
According to the wiki, he's Smog is listed as male.
Okay. Based on source cited.
The Lord of the Rings main wiki. on his character page.
Are you sure that's not like a Santa Claus is just white because he is kind of thing?
I mean, I don't know.
Just because somebody says it doesn't make it true.
That's true.
I keep telling my wife that I'm a good husband and a catch, and everybody around me just keeps shaking their head no, so...
So apparently there was a Reddit post questioning whether Smog was female, and it said, there's no way to really know unless you're an expert on determining the sex of a dragon are willing to get close enough to check. Then they started talking about cloacas and stuff, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
They do say that he is only referred to by male pronouns in Tolkien's works.
Okay.
But, of course, that's not definitive.
Yeah. Well, if Tolkien thought Smog was a male, then Smog was probably a male.
Unless assumed otherwise.
And if a dragon like Smog asks you to use certain pronouns, I'm not going to say no. Well, I cannot find this boss.
The one we're looking for here?
Yeah. It's supposed to be a boss Lathbear. I cannot find it. I've been all over the circle here where he's supposed to be. Oh, there he is. I found him.
Okay.
He's up on the other side. Yeah, get back to the main north-south road and then go to the west.
Alright, well, Forbin Kid's lollygagging and making me kill everything, so I'll be there as soon as I can.
There's some Skarn here.
I'm on my way.
There's actually 2 Skarn deposits.
Still looking for dusty chests and crafting tools, and hopefully this course died with snacks still on him. We'll see. When Mrs. M finally murders me and they find my corpse, somebody will be like, oh, wow, he had a whole bag of corn nuts in his pocket.
Ball marks.
Now who's attacking me?
Well, kid, are you making new friends?
Acquiring Minds checking in. Howdy, howdy. Did you see your Discord today? Yeah, I popped over to Discord and I saw you posted the pictures. That looks pretty cool. It sounded like it turned out better than it was showing up in the photographs, I hope.
Oh, there's a Drake about to kill Gristlefell. Oh
That's
no,
not
Gristlefell took care of him. No,
Alright.
Gristlefell kicked its butt.
Inquiring like you should have done it in gold.
Trout Pork says Big Nut Dragon. Baka says there's no specific mention of Smog was a boy dragon that I'm seeing. That all that gender references are male. Oh, now I can finally target the stupid worm after I'm almost dead? Thanks, server. I have some choice words I'm going to reserve for now.
I've had a couple issues with that when I'm doing missions where an enemy will like go into a corner or something and go into exploit mode. And like I will wait like 5 minutes before I'm able to attack it.
Gee, once I can actually target it and fight back, I did just fine. I will at least say that normally when you run into a bit of server lag, it doesn't usually result in death. That was very annoying. Fortunately, I hadn't used my revive for free yet, so... If I had to start looking through this whole place over again from scratch just to find the rest of these stupid artifacts, I would have not been very happy.
That happened to me. I was in combat, lagged out, and died.
Well, if you'd had me build a proper computer for you, that never would have happened. Somebody somewhere needs a computer.
How long has it been since your last computer?
I'm trying to think. The last computer I built was probably mine, and that was, I think I finished that in like March of last year. It's been like 9 months.
Then that's too long.
Exactly. I'm still missing chests and tools. It's driving me nuts. I feel like I've been all up and down this place twice. Are you still here looking for me, kid? Where'd you go?
No, I'm.
Are you
out
done?
for the boss?
Oh,
No,
okay.
I thought we were going out for the boss. I'm trying to get over this man.
Yeah, it took me a few tries to figure out how to get back south. It's not obvious.
I tried the way we came in, but it's
No, there's a section where there's a bunch of diagonal, like beams, and if you kind of tiptoe across the top of those, you can get back down to the other side and go south.
Margon says waiting on the 5090s to come out, hopefully in February. Yeah, I think there's expectations that there'll be a lot of announcements at CES right after the holidays. But the rumor mill has it those 5090s are going to be like $2,500 and 600 watts. And it's like, okay, congratulations on your $2,000 video card. You're going to need a $300 power supply to run it. It's like, eesh.
But on the plus side, you won't need anything to heat your house.
That is true.
Save on fuel costs.
Yep, and a nuclear reactor in the backyard.
Looks like Moobot's working overtime.
It's good that Moobot has something to do. I am at 7 of 12 on crates and 6 of 8 on tools. Man, I feel like I literally went all through this place. I can't believe I missed that many things. Claw mark writing. Okay, well, I guess I missed that before. Lost lore. Okay, thank God I'm out of quest slots. That will have to wait. Margon says, for me, it's all about a silent box. A quiet computer
right
is a
back.
happy thing. All right, Antler. I'll come and join you guys. Do I have anything obviously stupid that I can cancel? Pelennor after the battle. That doesn't sound like anything I'm actually working on. What do we got? Introduction to an Orion. Yeah, we'll kill that.
We will bide our time high up in these mountains. This is a home for dragons. We will feast and gather treasure and grow strong. We will learn to cover where we are soft. But for now, sleep and dreams of our revenge.
Alright, I'll try to catch up to you guys here.
So is the boss in this area here?
Yep.
Oh yeah, there he is. Okay. Let's kill him.
This is going to be problematic, isn't it?
I went the long way around. Probably a shortcut somewhere.
Yeah, probably. I'll have to go back up where I just came from. Alright, I need to take a quick break to help Mrs. M. I will be right back. Share stream hype.
And I'm back.
And we're back. All right, we've got Mrs. M all sorted out. Ponton says, hello, chair. Newer graphics cards are nice, but expensive, costing as much as a new PC used to. I was talking to my buddy Victor at work today. We built a PC for his son last year, and it was a SAMA case and power supply from Newegg, and I don't remember the motherboard. I think it was an MSI motherboard, Ryzen 5 5500, which is actually the lowest end Ryzen 5000 series processor they ever made. It's actually the 5600G, but without the integrated graphics. So it's based on a monolithic notebook chip, not even a regular desktop part. No integrated graphics. We put a Radeon 6600 in it, the non-XT version, the base model 6600. The thing games like a beast. I mean, it'll do 1080p gaming at 90 frames a second all day long. Probably put 32 gigs of RAM in it. I'm getting burned down again. What is with the fire? Holy cow, I didn't realize I was that close to dying again. Dragonkind Slayer Advanced, new deed. I gotta figure out how to get out of here. I think I'm just gonna port, guys. Forbin Kid, Egartha, are you here? Did you guys go to bed? Yeah, if you can summon me, that would be cool. Otherwise, as I grabbed a tie to... Not the camp I was in, but whatever the city is up the road.
I'm blowing my horn.
Thank you. Anyway, so we built this PC for $600. RGB lighting, 32 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte NVMe PCIe Gen 3 drive, because the processor, that notebook chip, won't do PCIe Gen 4, even though I think the motherboard's capable. I think we put it on a pretty decent B550 motherboard. Thing slapped. I mean, it was 90, 100 frames a second in just about whatever game the kid wanted to play. It probably would do 1440 at 60 frames a second. And, I mean, the whole PC, keyboard, mouse, everything, except a monitor, it was $600 all day long. And it was like Intel and AMD, if you stick with 5000, 7000 series, or 9000 series, if you stick with 12th, 13th, 14th gen parts, there are no bad CPUs. The 12100F games well, the 5500 games well. Video card wise, anything Ryzen 6600 or above, I wouldn't buy a 6500. Or 6400, but in the NVIDIA lineup, the 3050 was kind of an overpriced turd, but anything 3060 or higher is a good video card. Anything 40 series is a good video card. You can talk about value, but they'll all game. I mean, it's really hard to pick anything, even last generation, that isn't good gaming. And I actually get more of a kick of putting an inexpensive PC together that games well than I do spending a bunch of money on a bunch of fancy high-end hardware. I mean, I did it for me, but mostly because I was bored.
Found another boss.
Alright. Well, I didn't get the last boss you guys killed. Who were we fighting?
What? It was right next to you. It was like a
Did
few
we
feet
kill
away
him?
from the Scarn.
Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know I got the Scarn either.
need them. Crystal fell.
Oh, no, you're right. I just needed to finish the quest. Okay. I'll shut up and follow you guys and pay attention. I was mostly focusing on chat, to be honest. That's why I didn't catch it.
PC hardware.
Yeah, and PC hardware. Well, Zinger just really likes it when I talk PC hardware, so I didn't want to disappoint him.
Yeah, just head east, more or less,
Do we have
until
to
you
have-
get to the Bitter Scar, and then go north.
Okay, back to the main road then.
No, you don't have to go back to the main road. Just head east to the Bitter Scar, and then north.
Ember Scorpion says, "Yo, I was wondering if you'd recommend this game to anyone or no." Well, I am on the developer's channel, so it would be remiss of me to not recommend the game, but on a completely personal, honest level, it's a fantastic MMO with tons and tons of content. It's very faithful to Tolkien's written work. You can play it completely free to play. You'd be crazy not to give it a try. It's only about a 23 gig download, and the game world is vast. The graphics hold up very well, even though it's a mature game. Yeah, it's what's not to love.
Especially if you're a Lord of the Rings fan.
Yeah, I mean, even if you're not a big Tolkien fan, it's still a fun game. But if you're a Tolkien fan at all, that's just, man, icing on the cake. I'm trying to figure out which direction to go to get to you guys.
I found a little.
I would say that if you're used to games that have a strong PvP element, PvP is really, really weird and different with Locho, and it might not satisfy you.
Yeah, player versus player isn't the game's strong suit, but it does have player versus player options. But yeah, it's the storytelling, I think, is the game's strong suit, and not just the pre-existing story that Tolkien wrote, but the game developers have added some appendices to the storylines that are really good. Who are we fighting here?
I'm not back on the road, so
Called Holcorm.
you'll have to go east past your location and come.
No, I didn't. I just went. I went up some ridges. I didn't even go back to the main road, and then I hit the Bitter Scar and went north.
Well, I started going east, and then it took me south.
Okay.
Man, there we go.
Let me see. Let me go south on the Bitter Scar and see if I can meet up with you guys somehow.
Well, we just rode past the Bitter Scar.
But yeah, well, the boss is in the Bitter Scar.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get there from the main road. Just where you see that thin path that goes north, south on the main road, that's the Bitter Scar.
The Bitter Scar is the canyon?
Yeah, it's a canyon.
Okay.
Not Scarn. Don't get your hopes up. It's Scar, not Scarn.
I feel like I'm riding away from you instead of towards you.
Okay, I'll come down.
Okay, no, I'm here. I'm at the Bitter Scar. Yeah, mounted combat in a narrow mountain pass is a little frustrating. All right. I don't know why. Okay, looks like you're straight north of me right now, Garther. Let me
Yeah.
come to you.
Well, there are some bosses that are south. I don't know if they're in the Bitter Scar.
Well, if you're by a boss, I'm riding towards you, so don't move.
I'm right behind you.
Okay.
There's definitely one up north in the Bitter Scar. You're passing me. There you go.
Are you on the road?
Oh, there it is. No wonder I missed
Okay.
it.
Yeah, there's a section of the Bitter Scar across the road on the other side. Oh, good. Rust-stained writing. I was hoping I could pick up another...
Fill up your quest log with another lost lore.
Yeah.
You spoke of a survivor of the Elder Days, a great cold dragon, Renil Frostheart. Terrible in size and might, Renil had slain the Longbeards of the Steel Keep, and now slumbered atop their hordes. It was she you desired above all.
All right, well, I almost attacked.
I'm almost happy for you.
Well, I know what the hard part of these quests are.
Yep.
Tripping through the landscape.
Sightseeing.
No, the hard part is resisting farming all the scarn on the way. Right, so how did you guys get to the Bitter Scar going south?
Well, there's another section of the Bitter Scar across the road.
You have to go east or west to get to it.
It's just straight south of here. I came down and then went back up. It's...
Oh, okay, I see.
You got it?
Yep.
Okay.
More rust-stained writing.
Ooh. Now I can't find my way back up.
Okay. I
Here it
found
is.
the Rambot.
Okay, I got it now.
Blackhorn is here.
Maybe I don't have it.
Got it? Got it? Don't got it.
New deed, survey markers of the dwarf holds. So let me see if I can figure out where you guys are. Oh, now I'm in the Bitter Scar.
Blackcorn.
He did not make it. Bounty Blackhorn done. Bounty. Horm done.
Is back to the west.
Okay.
To the west. To the west. Where is this thing?
Anyway. Oh, Drana says, Ed, any advice on 4K monitors? Yeah, 32 inches or bigger is definitely the way to go. Tower says Acer has some nice 27s that are relatively cheap. I think I was just talking to Bacchus about this, that if you're going to go 27 inches or smaller, the 1440p is probably the smarter buy. If you get a 27 inch and adjust the res to 4K, it gets really small. It's nice for watching video, though. Didn't I just come from here? Where the hell are we going?
To the last boss.
Okay.
It's east and a little north of the road, it appears.
I can't trust my mini map. I'm trying to follow you, and it's spinning me around.
Yeah, I wonder why your mini map is so screwy.
Don't think you have that much problem. You're south of the road on mine. Yeah, you're south. Oh, now you just took a big jump north. But you're still south of the road.
I'm not sure how to get up there.
I know, why are there no zip lines or jump pads in this game? It's very frustrating.
Just imagine how much you'd be swearing right now if they did have those things.
Oh, Bacchus asked about 13th and 14th gen. Yeah, they came out with a BIOS update. It was actually a problem with the motherboards drawing too much power. They were going over 1.55 volts for the CPU cores. It was cooking the cores. Intel just came out with a BIOS update that limited the maximum voltage draw for the motherboards. So, yeah, 4K monitors, I'd go 32 inches. There's only a few companies that make the panels. I don't know which brand you buy is overly important, as long as you're happy with the deal you get. I will say that Thanksgiving and Black Friday are great days to be monitor shopping. There's usually some hellacious deals every year, and this year should be no exception.
Oh, is this at the top of the hill here that we have to get to?
Could be. I'm trying to figure out how to get up higher.
Sorry, I got jumped by a couple of landscape creatures. Let me try to catch back up.
I'm getting my treasure boat out. You can get up this hill.
Yeah, I think this is one of those points that it's almost a climbing puzzle. You have to wrap your way clear around the thing, and
I got in from the southwest side near the road, and there's a small path that wraps up and around.
yeah, I'm thinking Worsteed's not the way to get up here.
Brought two,
Oh, Jiminy Christmas.
four hawks with me.
Yeah, that was me severely editing myself. Server lag. Well, I'm close enough. I'm getting XP for the hawks you just killed.
hope they count for your Slayer deed.
Me too.
Oh, there's King Claw. I better not kill it yet, or are we all?
Yeah, I'm close enough. Go for it.
I'm close enough too.
King Claw has bit the dust.
Didn't like you killing all little claws.
Just don't kill Santa Claus.
Or anybody with a white beard that might look a little bit like him.
Yeah,
Even though he's wearing a blue
me.
t-shirt and not red. Plus, I can't imagine if anybody did kill me, how mad Mrs. M would be she didn't get to do it. You'd really have to face her wrath.
No, peacocks are all swarms. I guess they don't count for any deeds. There's a dwarf marker over here.
Anyway. Tower says I had issues with LG monitors, so I won't buy those again. Singer says, well, it's PC hardware versus anime, so kind of a double-edged sword. Ember Scorpion says, I sent a question. Okay, I saw the question about is recommending Lotro. The answer is a resounding yes. It's fantastic. Dranis, yeah, we'll let other people test that out for me. Oh, about the
Test it another couple years before you make up your mind.
the Intel CPUs. Odranis' plan is 4K, 32-inch, 144 hertz. Every single one I read about has 14 to 20% 0 and 1-star reviews. That surprises me. There's actually a channel, Hardware Unboxed has a Monitors Unboxed channel where Tim specifically does monitor reviews, and he gets very in-depth, and that's one of the reasons why they broke it off to do its own channel, because the monitor reviews were so in-depth it was like but if I were going to drop some money on some monitors, I would definitely go over there and read some of his reviews. Monitors Unboxed by Hardware Unboxed, the two dudes out of Australia. Tim's the younger guy. He does most of the monitor reviews, and he's really good. Trout Cork says, yep, read the books. Well, then you'll love Lotro, because, I mean, to actually walk through the Shire, to go to Rivendell, to visit the last homely house. Yeah, give Lotro a try. The price is right. So Ember Scorpion hopefully got that sorted out. Tower says, I want DPI. I have 3 27-inch 4K monitors. Cool. Hopefully they do 64-bit to every server. That would be nice. He deals with maps for work. Baka says, I've got a Dell G3223Q I'm quite happy with. Maybe see if that's available. Odrana says, I went for the 7900 XT, so it should do 4K. So I figured, why not get the monitor for it? Fair enough. Dell does make good monitors. It's tough to find high refresh rate Dell monitors, but they probably have them. I'm sure if Bacchus bought one, it's high refresh rate, that model he gave you. Be glad you don't have Veil of the Nine throwing stupid wraiths at you at the same time. Oh, throwing on a combat
Yeah,
sucks
that's
everywhere.
something that will definitely tank your FPS. When there's that many effects going on at once, it really, really takes your FPS to single digits.
Odranus thought Samsung would be top of the top for computer monitors. Gipio checking in. Hello, Gipio. Margon says bad motherboard makers. Dell or LG or OEM panels for other monitors. Dell doesn't make anything. Dell outsources and contracts everything. LG is a panel manufacturer, but there are a couple of others. Inquiring Mind says, my hubby's interested in a curved monitor, thinking of getting him one for Christmas. Any suggestions on one that won't break the bank? There should be some Acer curved monitors. I've seen some nice 34-inch ones with good specs down around the $200 price range. I mean, they're very reasonable. Curved monitors are almost always VA instead of IPS. Yeah, interplanar switching. I was trying to think of what the acronym stood for so I could remember the acronym. But they're both good monitor technologies. VA panels will tend to have blacker blacks. IPS tends to have brighter, more saturated colors. So it's just 6 of one, half dozen of another. They're both good for gaming. Thanks for picking up all this Ironfold Scarn for me. You're welcome, Zinger. I'm sad Alienware stopped making 38-inch curved monitors. Fantastic, but I think everyone stopped doing the 38. Yeah, I imagine those weren't cheap. And ultrawides are awesome for MMOs, but they're not so great for flight sims, I found. That might be worth considering. Well, that's good feedback, Bacchus. Ginger checking in. Hi, Ginger. Bacchus says, yeah, the one I have is 144 hertz. Singer says, St. Nick Edless, the patron saint of RC aircraft. Tower says, IPS is best, TN is worst. There's still some bad IPS panels out there. If it just because it says IPS, I don't know. Especially on notebooks, it's kind of funny to see some of the 140 hertz IPS panel, 45% color saturation. It's like, oof, ugly. The issue with the 38 was that there was some waste on the panel sheet. Yeah, it's interesting how TV and monitor sizes are often determined by how big of a single pane of glass somebody can make, and then they cut so many TVs or monitors from that panel. Odd monitor resolutions are a no-go for me anymore. I went 4K DCI and game compatibility was awful. Alright, we don't have to go back to turn in the quests.
I'm going around and discovering the instances. I just discovered Glimmerdeep.
Oh, okay.
Now I'll go to Ficklegundu.
Glimmerdeep, that's way out there, isn't it?
Yep. Or if you're French, it's Glimmerdeep. I just like to make fun of the fact that the profanity filter actually
I just wanted to make sure I had it already. We don't have to go in.
censors Glimmerdeep because it has a bad French word in it.
French words are bad?
Bacchus says, I just bought a laptop with a 16-inch 2560 by 1600 IPS screen. 100% sRGB. Well, that's not a cheap screen then. You're good.
Samsung monitor about or TV about 5 years ago, and it got pops in the sound once in a while. If I turn it off back on, it seems to clear out the pops. I don't know what's producing them, but little clicks or pops in the sound.
You don't have an any external speakers hooked up to it? You're just using the built-ins?
No, yeah, just the built-in.
Well, you might try getting an inexpensive sound bar. You don't have to spend a lot of money, and it'll vastly improve the sound quality from the built-in speakers.
Yeah, well, I'm ready for a new one now, anyways, because when I plug my laptop into it, it cuts off the half an inch or so from the around the edge that I can't see the window start. You know, the start bar down at the bottom, launch bar.
That's usually just something in the settings. You can go in and adjust the overscan on the panel and get it to sync up better with the notebook. It's going to be down in the menuing. You just have to go find it.
Okay, I looked a lot, but so maybe overscan if I look for that.
Yep.
Find it. Yeah, I'll kick myself if I find out I've been using it for 5 years and not doing it right. I better not look.
Yeah. Plus, if you're just looking for an excuse to buy a new TV, I don't want to take it away from you.
Yeah, that too.
Damn, can't buy it now.
Damn.
Trust me, as a guy with a garage full of toy airplanes, I understand the need to want to buy a new toy once in a while. That's why I'm sitting here gaming on this PC when my old PC was doing everything this thing would already. All right, I already have Glimmer Deep, and we went to, what was it, Stormwall?
Yep.
What else do I need to be discovering out here?
Do you have Thickle Gundu?
No. I'll double check it, but I'm sure I don't.
Yeah,
That's-
it's not something you. It's not something you run across accidentally.
Fickle?
THIKIL.
I'll be danged, I do have it. Forbin Kid doesn't.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
You must have been out here running around on your day off.
Yeah, I spent some time out here and was trying to get some Discover points and get some Slayer work done and pick up some quests, but I think the first time I ever came out here, Zinger was leading me around, and so it's like, oh, I don't really know this region that well. I don't have Zinger to follow.
Yeah, did I see you fishing the other day down in the level 140 area?
Yeah.
Were you in that?
Yeah, I popped out to a couple of the regions I hadn't been to before just to fish. I thought you had one of those Asus ROG Zephyr notebooks, Bacchus. Didn't you just get a notebook a few years ago? Oh, no, if you were running an 8th Gen i7 with a 1060, then yeah, you were due for a notebook upgrade. I thought you'd just gotten one a year or two ago. Oh, Zinger says by doing some of the missions, you can end up inadvertently discovering some of the instances. And I have been out here running missions, so that's probably how I got them picked up.
He's avoiding Mordor.
Yeah, I was complaining about it last week, too. I think everybody knows I'm tired of Mordor. Lenovo Flex I use as an oversized tablet. That must be what I was thinking of. I apologize. I don't know. Get some shout outs going. I'm going to shout out Gantaran. He's doing a hide and seek event tomorrow, and that should be a lot of fun. So y'all might want to check that out if you get the chance. I mentioned that I popped by Druid's Fire stream earlier today. Hopefully you guys already know Druid's Fire and are following her, but there's a shout out.
Sleepy Dog is streaming Lotro right now.
Sleepy Dog's good people.
Professor Teacher G is streaming Lotro right now.
Mayhem. She's doing the hide and seek tomorrow too. She's really excited about it. New Lotro player.
Our friend Ginger's in chat. We'll shout her out.
And it looks like Galadwin is also streaming Lotro right now.
Awesome. Ginger says, oh, why? Why was it the first time in 6 months Bacchus streamed?
Well met.
Uh-oh, I'm about to lose a Traveler's Steel-bound loot box out of my inventory. How will I survive without it?
I can mail you one.
That'd be awesome, thank you. Got to get to Scarnhold and try to get some inventory cleared up.
I'm not in Grove War in the North Downs right now. My inventory is almost full.
No, Ginger hasn't been streaming much lately. I saw Somatome's been on. That's good to see. If Ginger's not getting any streaming done, at least her granddaughter is. So we'll get Soma a shout out here. And we can shout out our friend the Questing Dad. So many good Lotro streamers these days. It's great to see what a big community we've developed over the years. Ponton's off. Have fun storming the castle. Ponton, thanks for hanging out with us. You have a great weekend. Hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to you again soon. We'll shout out our friend Poteen. Antler, you been doing any streaming?
Not really.
You get any work done for the naval battle yet?
No.
I was on earlier, put up a few stars. It looks like we're up against another Asian clan that hadn't done anything yet, so hopefully it'll be easy breezy this weekend. Been grinding a lot of shooty boats. I really was hoping to not this week.
You must be really bored.
Well, I feel a little bit of a responsibility as the clan leader to put in my fair share of the work.
All is well, and yet not.
What are these scraps from an old tome good for? Anything?
That's from the whole secret stone thing, which I've never completed. But you unlock something. I don't know. It's old content.
Okay.
Like I said, I've never completed it.
I have one rusty scimitar in inventory.
You get all these scraps, and then it's got like this riddle that you have to solve, and then you go someplace and it finishes and you get a deed and blah blah.
Yeah, it's like one of the lost. It's one of the, like a lore quest, kind of.
I've got a riddle for you. Why is there no mailbox in the Mickle Delving crafting area? Oh, sorry.
Is it a riddle or an enigma or a conundrum?
Or is it just a rant?
I'm just an angry old man who likes to shout at clouds. Oh no! I was just a hair too late. I just lost something as I was getting ready to click. That's a pretty nice claw, but it doesn't have a vitality boost, so it can go. Essence of Will, Withered Claw, Rocktail, Brittle Scales. Nobody's collecting hides, are they?
Not I.
Okay. I've just been vendoring mine. If I saw somebody vendoring Skarn, I'd be like, hey. Could I have those, please? It's not like I really need the silver pieces. Well, based on your enthusiasm for that old quest line, I'm going to go ahead and create an extra pack slot. And we'll say goodbye to that scrap of old tome.
Oh, I still collect them and I hoard them in case I ever want to do that line.
Oh, I could have sent it to you. Too late. It's vendored. I guess I could buy it back. Do you want it?
No.
Okay.
If I happen across them, I keep them, but I've never actually pursued the quest line.
Wizard in the Woods. Search for the Wizard in the Woods. And do we have a bounty board here in Skarnhold or whatever this place is called? We have a reflecting pool and dragon bones. Vendor crafting materials in 2024. Oh, Baka says you get a goat out of it. Baka says, do we get much of anything from winning the naval battle? Because if it's not fun, then there's not a lot of point. Well, we get extra oil to build our base. And I'd like to, we can max out our coal depot. We could get a steel depot going where we get bonus steel. We already get a bunch of bonuses because I've spent some time building out our naval base quite a bit. But some of the later upgrades, I mean, it's like 100,000 oil. It gets pretty expensive. So if we're not winning naval battles on a regular basis, we'll like never get there. Before I closed floaty boats, I realized I haven't sailed on Sundays in a while. I have 12 ships, tier 6 plus, I haven't used yet. Yeah, hopefully you get a chance to join us again sometime, Tower. You were sick and missed a couple of weeks, and you've had some other stuff going on.
Hear me, teasing me. There is much
Alright.
to be done.
Some
Hear me,
inventory management,
teasing
and
me.
then I'm gonna head off to bed.
All right. Glad you got to talk to me, Antler. I know it was a big thrill for you.
Well, let's just pray tomorrow if we do okay, you know.
Yeah. There's always Iowa. I don't
Game's on at 6:30, by the way.
expect them to get past Wisconsin. Be nice if they did, just don't expect it. I think I can cancel that one pretty safely. Defeat spiders. Yeah, I think I can cancel that one. Return to the Rangers of Thror's Coombe. Ugh. Lost Lore, North Fillion. Heed the Ranger's orders. Dead marshes. Ugh.
Gross.
Defeat foes in Langriven. You had some really stupid quests still queued up. Towers of the Teeth. Missions of the Wildwood. I just cleared 15 quests out of my log. That needed to be done. Tower says we have the oil for shipbuilding yard, but I don't think it will be as useful as the dry dock. Oh good, they gave me panning equipment because I didn't have enough stuff in my inventory.
A glorious day! How I love the ringing of dwarf hammers. There is much to be done. We are not strangers here. Not truly.
Alright, I think I'm probably at a good starting point, boys and girls. Also, I'm a little annoyed my inventory is completely packed full. So, I think what I'll do is do some task item turn-ins tomorrow. Appreciate Egarther and Forbin Kid hanging with me tonight. Do we have our discovery points all in? Was there anything else out here in Arid Mithrin I need to find?
Yeah, it looks like you haven't discovered Thickle Gundu.
It pops up. Oh, I can't launch it. You must have completed Discovery Thickle Gundun.
You want me to summon?
Do you want to summon?
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't think it would show up on the quest log unless I had already discovered it, but obviously I was wrong.
You did the last summon. Let me do this one.
Thank you. Yeah, I can dump the lowest task items. I did sell a few off the other day. The struggle for pack space is eternal.
Store has some discounts this week coming up.
Probably.
Right now they have it on pack space and vault, shared vault. And I'm hoping that the carryalls come on sale next week. Dovan said something about it.
You can get a free tome of defense right now too. I just popped the code into chat. So I have not rated Professor Teacher G in a while. Why don't we go do that? I have rated Sleepy Dog TV quite frequently, and I don't want him to think I have a crush on him. Excuse me. Everybody have a great night. I will be around on my channel this weekend, and should be around next week, even though it's Thanksgiving weekend. Oh, I think Antler said the Huskers play at 6 o'clock on Friday. Is that right, Antler? Or did Antler go? Antler left. No, Antler's still showing up in chat. He might be listening. If the Husker game runs late, I might be late next Friday, but I will be around. Have a good one, everybody. We'll talk to you all soon. Thanks, guys.
Good night.
Good night.